sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on a team from the AAC, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Redhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fair catch, called for and made. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focusing in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Quarterback checking off. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Got the quick completion. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after he got popped out.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
Now after the short completion, it's second down. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
To the ground. He's got it again. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The 49ers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gabbert. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw. He's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. On the return, it's Thomas. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of it there. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, this is the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for this.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Brown will throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown 49ers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Brown wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mack. He gets it to the 38-yard. Pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the 49ers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. The 49ers get enough for the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the 49ers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So now on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking for a man. It's Gabbard. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McDonald. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Red Hawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. The 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Niners.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll go back to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the...
Oh, look out! He's at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Looking down the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Mack.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you move that defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line gets set, first down. Back to pass, it's Gabbert. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the 49ers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On the option. Now the toss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. A little release to the back. At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Gabbert. Coming after him. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it down the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Redhawks. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Power football with the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Thomas. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, and try to cut to the inside. Just not able to be on the same page there.
Looking for a man. It's Gabbert. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Gabbert. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's fourth down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone, and it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Oh, how did you make that move? Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Got guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll let it go down the right side.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Charlotte 28, Miami, Ohio 13.
The 49ers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's McDonald. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Gabbert. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy...
He's loose down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Charlotte. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
Afterburners coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll pitch it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Redhawks look to do some damage in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea of handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
That keeps the score. Charlotte, 35. Miami.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 38. Set to advance on the football.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
from the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.